Tomorrow at sundown marks the beginning of the 8-day festival of Passover. Now, the highlight of the Jewish celebration of the freedom is the Seder, which is the meal. And here to show us some kosher recipes is Rabbi Chaim Lazaroff, co-director of Shabbat of Uptown. Okay, first off, exactly what is Passover? We're talking about an 8-day festival?
It's an 8-day festival to celebrate the fact that the Jewish people were slaves to the Pharaoh in Egypt for 210 years, well, shortened from 400 years, and the Jewish people were then freed from Egypt miraculously after the 10 plagues, and then traveled through the desert, received the Torah, the Jewish Bible, and then after having some mistakes and wandering in the desert for 40 years, ended up going into Israel and settling in the land and rebuilding the temple. And so we sit down to the holiday meal called the Seder, where we have special foods that commemorate that slavery and freedom that we celebrate on this holiday.
Now, what exactly is the Seder?
Seder literally means order, because there's an order to everything. And we want to do foods and different traditions that remind us of the miracles and also gives us a hope for freedom and to get out of our personal inhibitions, that we should have our personal freedom as well.
Okay, well, I know you're a fabulous chef, so let's start and see what we can come up with today.
Okay, so today we're going to be making what's called the Charoset. The Charoset is a mortar-looking like product that is supposed to commemorate the bricks that the Jewish people made in Egypt. And so it's made up of apple. There's all kinds of recipes. My recipe is I like to keep things simple and fresh. So we use apples, pears, and fresh nuts. Hole in the shell, we crack these nuts and I ground them up. But of course, it's not just about the recipe, it's also about the method. So we have here we have here the fantastic machine, and give it a crank.
Okay, this is the official apple pillar.
Yes, and this is the way you get it done
I need
quickly.
one of these at home.
This is how you cook for hundreds of people, and after you got this apple taken care of, then you shred it all in.
Okay.
And then we are going to mix it together in our bowl. We have here walnut, we have here hazelnut, we have here almonds or almonds, whichever one you'd like, and we mix it all together to make the mortar of the Charoset. And so when we have the Charoset, you probably want to know why.
Well, you said it reminds you of the bricks of the temple.
Right, but the idea of why we eat the Charoset is because one of the reasons is we want the children to ask why. When we come together to the Seder, we welcome questions. We want people to challenge, to ask why we do things. And so we eat the Charoset. Want to give it a taste?
I'll try it.
Okay.
I'll try it. And what about some of the other things? You have some actually spirits over here.
Yes. So we have here some wine, 4 cups of wine, which we're supposed to do at the Seder, and the handmade shmura matzah, which is the best matzah to use at your Seder. If you're Jewish and sitting down to a Seder tomorrow night and you don't have any matzah, feel free to call any one of our 11 Chabad centers in Houston. We'll be happy to provide you with a shmura matzah to have at your own Seder. And if you're Jewish and you happen not to have a Seder to come to, you can come to one of our Seders throughout Houston and throughout the world. We have thousands of Seders all over the world and 11 right here in Houston. And you can look that up at ChabadHouston.com.
Well, I want to say happy Passover to you and to all of our Jewish viewers who are out there right now.
Thank you. Thank you.